Salman, a man who wanted to experience something different in life, arrived in this city. He was someone always ready to uncover the secrets of life. When he entered, he saw how empty and dark the city was. He wondered why the city was like this, and where its people had gone. Salman's story begins here, as he prepares to uncover the mysteries of the city. But will he survive the darkness that dwells within? Will he be able to uncover the secrets of Riderswell? The year was 2026, and a mysterious pandemic had spread across the world, emptying many towns and cities. One such town was Riderswell, a place that wasn't even on the map, but its stories were well known. A group of friends, including Ali, Fatima, and Salman, decided to explore this town and uncover its secrets. They got into their car and headed towards Riderswell, eager to uncover the truth. As they approached the town, they felt an eerie silence. The houses and shops were empty, as if people had vanished into thin air. The group exchanged worried glances, sensing something was off. Ali said, "We should leave this place. It's dangerous." But Fatima disagreed. "No, we need to stay. We have to uncover the truth about this town." The group entered the town, and strange noises began to echo through the streets. They saw doors opening and closing on their own, and felt like they were being watched. Now, the group had two options: either flee the town or uncover the secrets of Riderswell. But what lay ahead, they couldn't have imagined. The group continued to explore the town, searching for clues about its mysterious past. They walked through empty streets, looking at the abandoned houses and buildings. Everything seemed to be in its place, as if the people had just vanished suddenly. Ali said, "This town is really strange. Everything is here, but there's no one around." Fatima added, "We should keep looking. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us what happened here." Salman found an old bookstore, and inside, he discovered an ancient journal. The journal was old and worn, but the pages revealed a dark history of the town. It spoke of a malevolent entity that had taken over the town, causing people to disappear. The group was shocked by the revelation. They realized that they were not alone in the town, and that something sinister was at play. They knew they had to be careful, as they didn't know what this entity was capable of. As they continued to explore, they started to feel a growing sense of unease. The town seemed to be watching them, waiting for them to make a move. The group knew they had to be brave if they wanted to uncover the truth about Riderswell. The journal had given them a glimpse into the town's dark past, but they knew there was more to the story. They were determined to uncover the secrets of Riderswell, no matter what dangers lay ahead. As the group continued to explore the town, they started to experience strange and unexplainable occurrences. Doors would slam shut on their own, and they would hear whispers in the wind that seemed to come from nowhere. The air grew colder, and they could feel a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows. Ali said, "This is getting creepy. We should get out of here." But Fatima was curious. "Wait, I heard something. It sounds like someone is trying to communicate with us." Salman, who was exploring a nearby room, called out, "Guys, I found something." But when they went to investigate, they found him staring at a wall, his eyes wide with fear. "I saw something," he whispered, "a figure, standing right there." The group tried to reassure him, but they too were feeling uneasy. The occurrences were becoming more frequent and intense, making it clear that they were not alone in the town. Suddenly, the lights flickered and went out, plunging them into darkness. The silence was oppressive, and they could hear their own hearts beating in unison. Then, they heard footsteps, heavy and deliberate, coming from the hallway. The group stood frozen, unsure of what to do next. Were they being stalked by something sinister, or was it just their imagination playing tricks on them? They knew they had to get out of there, but the darkness seemed to be closing in around them. The group tried to move forward, but the darkness seemed to be suffocating them. The footsteps grew louder, and they could feel the presence getting closer. Suddenly, a faint glow appeared in the distance, casting eerie shadows on the walls. As they approached the light, they saw that it was coming from an old, dusty journal lying on a table. The journal opened by itself, and they saw that it was written in a language they couldn't understand. But as they looked closer, the words began to change, revealing a message in English. "The darkness spreads, and the shadows grow," the message read. "You are not welcome here. Leave while you still can." The group felt a chill run down their spines as they realized that they were being warned. But they were determined to uncover the truth, and they refused to back down. As they continued to read, the journal revealed a dark history of the town. It spoke of a malevolent entity that had been awakened by a group of reckless explorers, and had been feeding on fear and terror ever since. The group knew that they had to escape, but it was too late. The presence closed in around them, and they were engulfed in darkness. The last thing they heard was the sound of whispering voices, echoing in their minds. The town had claimed another victim, and the darkness reigned supreme. The group was gone, but the journal remained, waiting for the next group of curious souls to stumble upon it. Salman was the only one who managed to break free from the darkness. He stumbled through the deserted streets, desperate to find a way out of the town. The shadows seemed to move and twist around him, making it impossible to shake the feeling that he was being hunted. As he ran, he heard the whispers growing louder, the words becoming clearer. "You will never leave this place," the voices seemed to say. Salman knew he had to keep moving, no matter what. He spotted a narrow alleyway between two buildings and sprinted towards it. The voices grew fainter, and he felt a glimpse of hope. Maybe, just maybe, he could escape this nightmare. But as he emerged from the alley, he saw that the streets were empty and still. The buildings seemed to loom over him, their windows like empty eyes staring back. Salman felt a chill run down his spine. He was alone, and the town seemed to be waiting for him. He kept moving, his heart pounding in his chest. He saw a car in the distance, its engine still running. Salman sprinted towards it, hoping against hope that it was his ticket out of this hellhole. He jumped in, slamming the door shut behind him. The engine roared to life, and Salman sped away from the town, leaving the darkness behind. Or so he thought. As he glanced in the rearview mirror, he saw a figure standing in the distance, watching him leave. The figure raised its hand, and Salman felt a cold dread creeping up his spine. Salman was the only one who managed to escape the town's dark force. He fled to the city, hoping to warn others about the evil presence. However, when he arrived, he found that the city was also under the entity's control. Salman realized he was alone, and the darkness had spread beyond the town. He tried to warn the authorities, but no one believed him. Feeling hopeless, he surrendered to the entity. Now, Salman is trapped, and the town waits for the next curious soul to stumble upon its dark secret. The story of Riderswell remains a mystery, a cautionary tale about the dangers of meddling with forces beyond human control. Superscript 1. The town of Riderswell remains a mystery, a place where time stands still and darkness reigns. Salman, the last survivor, is now trapped, a prisoner of the entity's malevolent power. The world has moved on, unaware of the horrors that lurk in the shadows. As the years pass, the legend of Riderswell grows, a cautionary tale about the dangers of meddling with forces beyond human control. The town waits, a silent witness to the atrocities that have been committed within its boundaries. The story of Riderswell serves as a reminder that some secrets are best left unspoken, and some doors are better left unopened. The darkness that lurks within the town is a testament to the horrors that humanity is capable of unleashing upon the world. In the end, it is not the entity that is the true horror, but humanity's own capacity for evil. The town of Riderswell stands as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the devastating consequences that can follow. The curtain falls on Riderswell, a town shrouded in mystery and darkness, forever trapped in the shadows of its own making. Superscript 1.